ready and raring to go here for this last one. It is Erangel as we have it. Game number 6. And Pansy and Sims gonna bring you on in once again to the grassy pastures to find out who our last winner of the day is gonna be.
Well, it does seem quite hard to predict. I think most people seeing that final circle or just prior to those final circles would have been all in on the Finns. Rich, we were both in agreement, right? We were looking at it going, yeah, that's their game to win. And then look who walked away with the victory. This is now going to be anyone's game, right? Surely this could go any which way. But who do you feel is most deserving of a win? Is there a name that comes to your mind that you think, oh, they're overdue a victory here? Or do you think it's anyone's game still?
Honestly, I think it's genuinely anyone's game. If we were going to say
Mm.
overdue, we would have been looking previous said, okay, well, QM, you've got 2 twos back to back. Surely you get one. They went and won it. So far for Team Liquid, we've had 2 third placements. They've gone and won it. If we're going on that train of thought, let's say ends. You know, we've had a third placement. We've had a second placement. The whole situation which unfolded was, you know, it was an incredible position that they had. But sheer determination coming out from the side of Team Liquid to make it up that hill was unrelenting.
Unreal.
You know, they pushed straight on it and they just went for it. They knew this was the only chance. If they didn't do that, then lo and behold, they get pincered and they get held back. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a lifeline.
Welcome to nautical warfare.
What is that?
What the hell
What
is?
is that
Where's the
even-
land? Where's the land?
That's not legal.
Just wait for the shift to Novo.
No. We've
I
arrived.
have arrived. Yeah. Hey, it could happen.
But this is what we're going to get, right? These early engagements,
Yep.
these scuffles. Everyone now is just going to try and fully send it. This is going to be a complete and utter chaotic game. Bodies are already dropping. Players are already damaged. We've got Aimlul and Danimon trying to do whatever they can.
Fuzzface is a shotgun.
Okay, well, this is the time to use it, right? Send him in. Get the shotty. Send him in.
Reaching clear. Let's go, Fuzzface. Lead the charge.
Crack on.
Shotgun in hand. He's got the old pumpy. Here we go. Let's see what you got.
Oh, he's got
Oh,
one
there's a
inside
shotgun
as
on the
well.
other side. Oh, Face just got killed by a shotgun. Oh, it's karma. It's horrific karma. Oh, he's missed it. Come on, Fuzzface. Don't make a meal of it. I was kind of giving you an option to explain why you picked this. Don't make me look like a fool here. Oh dear, the corner. Oh dear, it's a tag. There we go. Finally gets the frag. All right. Game on. Fair enough. We support it. We stand it in this house. They can get the reses. It's all fine. Actually, it was a flush on 8C. So FaZe in their arguable old backyard in trouble. VP early fights as well. What is going on?
This is absolutely crazy. Lou with a decent damage onto Mormay, but look at Carax. He's behind them all. They've no idea. There's so much smoke down. Not only has he not been seen, but he's not been heard. A dagger from the back. Perfectix will go down, but Tulin's trying to hold on for dear life. Got Driller. Good trade-off there, but look at how much damage is done. They are getting swarmed. 6 waves from Sunday. This is all kinds of a catastrophe, and now DA is here to mop up what has been started. The drive-by, the chaos. The absolute carnage that this circle is creating right now. It's a good viewing experience, but my word, the players will be fuming. And I'd be fuming as well. Lou just walks in like he's the king of this building, absolutely slaps Yuri out of the doorway. And we're in to a 3 versus 1. Recovery from VP has been pretty damn good. And now all of us in Sion as well. So DA on transition, SMB's picked him out the back of the vehicle.
Look, the observers are working OT right now. These boys are putting in work. Veneer, well, you can see I think that was Yellow who just got caught off there or on the receiving end. Yes, they are. And it is going to be Gear Up who's got them pretty much dead to rights. Fighting over Mini Milta, hard to breach in towards. Another shotgun's out. Look, it's infectious. Fuzzface is inspiring others. They've seen it in the kill feed. It's not that he couldn't get any other loot, I promise you. It's because he loves it. Oh no, it's gone terribly wrong already. It's just Kino alive. He's being just cornered in on. We already saw that Schofield's an absolute nutcase. So he's just fine. He'll be loving life. He's got all the goodies he needs. VP has stabilized back up to 4. I thought Perfectix was dead, but they're back up to 4 now.
Oh, whatever works, right? Tires are gone. Oh, no. Marco's in trouble. So much damage. Vehicle, bye-bye. Lazar will confirm it. Puts him dead to rights. No time for resuscitation whatsoever. Final headshot.
Blue's not
Solidifies
even
the
past
deal. The
Georgia
rest
Ball yet.
You are?
Blue's not even gone past Georgia Pole yet.
I didn't realize. If they can get a win, this really, really lights a fire under them.
Gear up. Is this a VP gear up push? This might be a similar area. Yeah, it is. All four pulling up. Here we go. They've got a fight right on their hands. I've been saying these boys are fired up for gear up, so do not take them lightly. But Lou just barrels through them. Rapture up top does at least get the trade out towards Batulin. The spray comes in. Lou's just better. Schofield's on his knees. And now it's down to 2. Can Gear up do anything to deny this? Trying to move up. And it's actually Thendalos from way further afield. Still doing work. But now just onto Spyro. He does have a player still in front of him. And this is where things get real bad. What can he do with this? Presented nothing. VP go down, gear up, do stay alive, and they actually are all resable.
Liquid's been forced while this has got... In fact, I'll hold on that because we've got 2 different fights going on. Ents versus Na'Vi. DA are pushing onto Liquid on a different side. Keep track of that in the kill feed if anything does unfold. For now, Quizzy down and out. Nothing you can do about that. Alia up against the blue to try and deny.
Melman, middle of the open. He's desperate to get over to them. Alia, you're right. He's trying to look onto this, but he can't peek this too easily. He's not even in right now
The
either.
smokes are so good.
They are incredibly well placed, and now Ents want to try and take this over. Example is still being a problem, though. He's still trying to hold as much territory as he can, and now this is where the nades start to fall down. We are seeing the gear up did get that pressure coming through. We noted that. We saw it coming, and it is now happening. So what on earth is going on? There it is, Alia. Great work from him. Still finding purchase in this. Still finding a way to do something. Rustamar has been punished. We are seeing the rest of Ents now under fire too. Just 2 standing right now. Diggory is 1. Squeaky is the other. The floor's on fire. Gear Up and Galactus are just taking chunks out of each other.
It's the pull-up, so we kind of expected. Just make note as well, there was actually Exhalation that sniped Melman out. So he's gone out from the team that is, what, a good 300-400 meters away off that one? Galacticos finally will fall. Tixu's back on his feet, health up. Rustamar also recoverable. Alia's still on the opposing side. Has to be the one to really, really open this up, for example, to play off the back of. Otherwise, they're just going to be outmanned and outnumbered, really. There's nothing else you can say about it. Beamy, well, what more can you do? You've got all of DA. That's the final match of today for Heroic and himself.
Nice attempt. And Ents haven't found that next step in that they were looking for. It might be now. This could be the push or try and maybe loop around, wrap around it. Ali is still being a problem. He's denying 50% of this building, if not more, because he can see around the sides and kind of cool example to it. But staying as a pack, trying to work their way around this. They can take at least the center position in comparison to the compound, so backs away from the blue, which will lock in Na'Vi, but that will take time. They don't want that, but Example is not letting them define how this goes down. Oh, I thought that was a trade coming in. It's not. It's just a little bit of damage off the backside of it, but with that knock, does Example push? You can see him wanting to. You can see the consideration of it. Liquid have been given the circle this time around, keep in mind. That is something that you've got to remember. This is their circle now to play with. FaZe, DA, they have a step in, sure, but they've got problems of their own. Squeaky actually inside the compound now, so yeah, they can't clear each other quick enough at this point. Here comes the push. Lovely breaching work, Alia now. This has got to be aim training and a half. Can't do it. Na'Vi go down. Rez can come in. Na'Vi to sit and watch that final lobby go down. 6 teams now remain, and actually a lot of them have 4 players because they've been kept somewhat isolated from the others.
When you see this circle, Liquid is absolutely laughing. DA is a stone throws from them just towards the south, and they're pretty much inside it. At least they've got one player there to hold an anchor and allow the rest of the roster in. Ents will have to move forward, but again, there's so many sight lines that Liquid can just punish them as they try to make some move, anything really. Exhalation forced to move out of the building. The beautiful position that they had now becomes their tombstone. They'll have to stay their feet or find out of this in particular. They do have a couple of bolts on them. You need those bolts to connect at this stage. Get a knock, slow them down. FaZe is also back building to try and make this in. DA have regrouped and in a very fantastic position to try and hold out FaZe. Like, if that's done purposely to deny that access point, that's a really, really good hold from them. We'll see Exhalation and Gear Up just knocking the living hell out of one another because they're the last stand. All the smokes are committed for FaZe Clan. This is do or die, and DA will see this. They will move up ever so closely, placement by placement, footstep by footstep, to try and just disallow FaZe any land, any mobility whatsoever.
Hey, look, this is EU Old Guard, excluding Exhalation. Look at it. You got Liquid, you got DA with Gemty, Samty, you know, Vard, Pixel, you have Ents up there, you have FaZe, whatever's remaining of them. This is the Old Guard of Europe right now. Some of the more experienced players in these scenarios. And Exhalation, no slouches in this, going to try and take that space. Actually got them in now a little bit of a foothold to work with, but punishment from Rustamar, capitalizing on Salik, who's one of the 2 players who's still at that prior compound. Now, while this happens, though, Liquid have been just patiently waiting. They should have everything in bag. They didn't have to hit those early rotations. Exhalation trying to make it over. The boom. Ooh, I don't want to say does. Now about makes it there. Still a couple of tags coming his way, but he's in the circle. But DA and FaZe Rich, they're about to clash. They are leaning right towards each other.
This is a good old swing. Xiong actually doesn't have any hard cover. He's relying on his teammates to give him that support fire, but the first one will strike. Gustav is there, second one to fall. Plenty of damage done, and through the air, the spin. Shut down instantly. Gustav has been the man they needed. He's opened this one up with a double drop to the left-hand side as well. That becomes a little bit more dangerous.
Gemty knocked.
Control this land with a nade. And a bit of help and support from Ents in the distance. 2 crates there. The gear is going to be good, but it comes with its own problems. I mean, one of them's on fire at this stage. This could be a lifeline that FaZe Clan needed. 3 players, 2 crates, a couple of vehicles.
They need this upgrade. Gustav, look at his vest, look at his helmet, but the thing is no smokes either, so this is the bigger problem. He has to be in and out, no messing around. You can already hear the shots. There it is, straight away as soon as he gets there. There's the helmet and the vest. Okay, he can get himself healed up and now work his way forward. A couple more seconds. He's desperately needs to get to that dip. Just about makes it. 10 HP remains.
Not many meds
It
left,
ain't
though, I don't
clearly
think.
yet.
Unless this was just a Boom's POV that switched at the right time. I'm not entirely sure how many meds they've got between them. But that gear, like, that is a massive upgrade in them trying to do this. The next step, Exhalation and Ents, surely they go down on transition into this.
Full send, boys. Fex, you've seen him hit some beauties. They were not them, but Exhalation actually almost making it across the road. There it is. Gustav's still going to do some work. Tixu's on the way. Daboom's still alive, and he's actually going to get to the Wizard Tower. I'm very surprised, very impressed, and BTM now has to turn around. He's in trouble. He is going to get found no matter which way you cut it, be it FaZe, be it Ents. It doesn't really matter. Daboom now all alone has a whole lot to deal with. And honestly, if you're Ents, I'd be looking at that compound, but they're actually fighting FaZe, which is a problem. Those upgrades are in place. The nades come out. Fuzzface, Fex, and Gustav have it all wrapped up. And Rich, Liquid's on the push.
Liquid is on the push, and they've got 4 players alive. Remember, they are feeling it from the previous one. They're already on a win streak. If they get 2 back-to-back, single-handedly, they're already doing better than what they did last weekend. This could be a phenomenal start to the second weekend of PCS 5. The nade strikes. Ents are gone again. Broken and battered. 3 members of FaZe Clan, it's time to strike. There's no rest for the wicked. They have to move while the pretty much been a hold of. It's one player, Gustav. The fires will actually, from the car, this will hide him quite well, to be honest.
Got some nice high ground too.
Oh, has he been spotted though? Ops for the minis, peeking. I don't know if Kleeb's
Look how hard it is to hit shots on these players. I mean, no one's stationary. They are constantly moving. I don't think Klib knows where Gustav is, but again, it's that next step, right? 2 smokes. Okay, that's actually pretty viable. Fuzzface and Fex were looking like they wanted to try and crest around, and they are. Smokes are down. Here we go. Fex is in the blue, taking a whole load of damage, and on the other side, James is so blind he can't see a thing. Gustav nades a ticked. It's game on. They're pushing this. FaZe are getting involved. That's a decent nade from Gustav, and he's taken so much territory here. He knew there was a player in that tower, and Fuzzface does have the shotty out. This is going to be wild if he gets it, but there's Gustav. He's got 1, he's got 2, and now Fex has to push. He has to put his body on the line. Oh, the turn of events. Gustav again finding Mexi, and it's just James. Gustav has absolutely destroyed Liquid. This is unbelievable. Fuzzface up on top of the hillside. Gustav down below. Can James find any way out of this? Or is this truly the coffin that he's going to end up in? Fuzzface is not peeking that ridge. It's given a bit of room here. James, can you find him? Can you find your way around it? Now spotted now. Tag James. 24 HP. That's all he's got left. Tries to get the med off. Fuzzface just, you hear the shotgun rattling off shells. And they take the other side. They take the side towards that center point. James does get the med off and tries to make his move. Gustav doesn't note it yet. Now he does. 31 HP. It's 1 shot to do it at this point, and it's going to be Fuzzface to claim it in the end. Gustav by his side, and what a perfect flank that was.
You can see what it means on the player cam. This man just did the unthinkable. But I want to call this now. His two teammates were so selfless in what they did. They threw themselves to the top of the tower to draw the attention of Wei. He capitalized and worked off the back of that. They both fully sent it. At that point, they could have easily died. But what they did was allow Gustav to get into that position. The communication, the execution of what just went down was insanity. FaZe denied the back-to-back win. And now we move into a championship Sunday, Lauren, where we have 6 winners. We have nobody who's really standing above the rest here. This competition just got seriously interesting.